Hey guys, Alan's Custom Logo here, bringing you guys another video. This is ACR In Depth. If you want to see my first video of this gun, a quick 5-minute one, I'll be putting a link right here, so you can go watch that instead of this, which we'll be going over mechanisms and designs and stuff. So as you can see here, the gun is field stripped. So I'm going to be showing you all the mechanisms, which are mostly in the stock and the low receiver. So I'll zoom in a bit and actually show you each piece is. That's the handguard, that's the upper receiver. We have the two pieces for the stock there. The barrel, the lower receiver with all the internals. That's the bolt there, that's just a X-Acto knife pin thing, and that's your magazine. Hope that's everything. Yeah, so I'll zoom in a bit and show you each individual piece. Okay, so I'm just going to show you one piece at a time. So we're going to start off with the magazine. So this is the magazine. It is 3 studs wide. I just used a little bit of electrical tape here on the back, because anyone that's made this type of magazine where it curls like this, you know it's not the most stable thing. And you can see how I did the top up here. The part that goes in the mag well isn't quite 3 bricks wide, so this allows there to be just a little bit of space in between the mag and the mag well, so it makes it fall out really easily. So this is where that mag release is really necessary, because if you just put it in, it's gonna fall right back out. So if I put it in, well, I can't show you right now because I have the insides taken out. So if it's in, I hit the mag release, it's gonna fall right out, which is pretty cool feature, pretty realistic. Got all those plates on the side for details and simulated bullet. So other than that, nothing special about it. Move my lamp a little bit. There we go. Okay. Next we have the bolt. So you see here, it's pretty ugly looking actually. So this actually goes into the gun upside down. So you can see the studs are on the. So this part goes up, and the tiles go on the bottom. So you put it in like this, and it just compresses like that. So this is the side you're seeing on the shell ejection port, so you don't really see anything else. So pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy there. Next we'll do the flip up sights. Tripods kind of get in the way a little bit. So these are actually pretty simple. I was going for something a little bit more simple this time, a little bit more lower profile. So here we have the sights as the front one, as the rear one. So they kind of just flip up and down. So there's that little rubber band there. So they can go all the way down, but obviously when it's on top of your rail, it's not going to do that. And then you can see when they're flipped down, you have these here so those are your pistol sights, and then you have your just regular sights there. So pretty cool, pretty low profile when they're sitting down. Makes it easy to put maybe a scope over it or something. So pretty cool. I like how they turned out. I think they turned pretty good. I kind of just had these jumper plates on here because the rail system is 3 studs wide, as you can see here. So unfortunately I didn't have enough 1x3s. I had about enough to get from the end to about here. So I only needed a few more, but instead of making an order just for those few, I decided to just do tiles through the middle, which I actually like the look of. I think it looks pretty cool, it looks pretty sleek. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I actually think it looks a little bit better. Not as realistic, but I don't know, it's a Lego, so whatever. Oh, and then we have the working charging handle, which is independent from the bolt. So you can see the bolt would slide in like this. And then we just have these little half pieces that stick out a bit. And so that leaves just 3 studs of space here for the stock to slide in there. And yeah, so this would stay here while you pull back your bolt, just like that. And yeah, pretty simple. These side pieces are a little fragile here, but not a big deal. Another cool thing I included is you can actually pull this out and put it on the other side. Fairly simple. On the real one, you would like grab a pin, you'd stick it through here, pull it back, and then you'd be able to take this out. I did replicate that here, but it worked perfectly just like the real one, but it just wasn't strong enough. You'd pull back and the whole thing would just come apart because it's only one stud wide, so it wasn't very stable, unfortunately. So I kind of went with the what was stronger here while still trying to replicate that feature. This kind of here is the barrel attaches in there, so it's just a little technical there, and then this piece slides up in there. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. Yeah, and then it just slides in there, and then you just got some studs up here and it locks in place, and then your handguard would just slide right over it, and of course it has to break. What else is there? We have our handguard, which I put my angled grip on, and just a laser. Not too crazy. The handguard's actually attached to it. Before it was just an attachment that you put on, you'd be able to take off. But I decided to like actually attach it to the handguard to make this area a little bit stronger, to where it connects to the receiver, the lower receiver, or sorry, upper receiver attaches to here. So because it goes from 5 studs wide and this is 6 studs wide, so there's kind of a little bit tricky in there, and then to get the shape in here, it just made it a lot more stable, a lot stronger to just connect that there. And then it's got a simple little laser with a fake switch, not too special. And then you can see these pieces here, which actually, so you can see like the connection back here, where that connects like that, and then you'd put your pin in, so you can see that connects nice there. And then you can see I have these half plates over here, and then these just slide on like that. So this can't go down, so that's how that works. And then putting that pin in keeps it from going like this, going forward. So both of those together, it's very, very stable. It's not going to go anywhere. So pretty cool. So the interesting thing about this gun is how closely everything works together. Really cool, just like the real one. What's next? We have we have our stock, like this. So you push these 2 buttons, and it slides right on, just like that. So, yeah, so each spot, those are all your positions. You do have to push both sides for it to work, and that's about it. You can take this pin out, and then the whole butt plate comes off, and then you have a bit of storage in there. This is all built upside down here, as you can see there, and then this is built on an angle, so this is your sling mount. Pretty happy with the way that turned out. Looks pretty good. This is the piece that, when it's folded, attaches to the side of the lower receiver and locks it in place. And then this is your lock on this side. Very, very simple. And then you have your adjustable cheek rest, which is pretty simple. It's just that and this. So very, very straightforward. Just some pieces here for a little bit of detail, and then just a little bit of hinge here. So pretty happy with the way that turned out. Pretty good. One of the hardest parts about this build is getting this angled hinge using legal building techniques. It was very, very tricky to do. If any of you guys want to use this for your builds, pretty straightforward. You can pretty much see how I build it here. If you guys do want tutorials for anything, any of these mechanisms, or yeah, just any of the mechanisms, let me know in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to do that. I will be will not be doing a tutorial for the entire gun. That's just crazy. That'd take way too much time. I don't do these on LDD. There's not a file I can share. So it would just take too much time. It'd be way too hard to do. So just be better for me to make another gun for you guys to see. So yeah, I got a lot of questions saying, can you make a tutorial for the whole gun? No, that's crazy. I'm not gonna do that. Next thing and last thing is the lower receiver. So you can see it's all hollow here. I took all the mechanisms out, which we have here. So this is our ambidextrous mag release. We have our ambidextrous bolt lock, or bolt catch, bolt lock, and then our trigger group. So this is the safety. Very complicated. I don't expect you guys to figure out how this works. Just kidding. So this is our trigger group. I thought this would be a cool little feature I would add. The real one does do this. So it kind of slides in, and then you have your trigger, and then you have your safety switch here. So on the real one, you can actually look up the field strip, and if you take one of these out, you do it like this weird twist pull thing. Obviously, you can't do that in Lego. So that's made so you pop it off, pull it out, and then your whole trigger group, you can just pull it right out after that. So that's how the real one works. I thought it was a cool little feature I'd add. It was very, very tricky to do. So yeah, you can see if I pull the trigger, that releases the hammer. So the hammer has its own rubber band there. And you can see when I pull the trigger, that just pushes this piece up, which releases the hammer. So pretty cool, works pretty realistically, as close as as I can get it in a 3 wide space. So pretty happy with the way it turned out. That was a cool little thing. And then the safety is pretty straightforward. It's just in there, and then you try to pull the trigger back, gets in the way, push it the other way, and clear to go. So pretty cool. Everything works pretty closely. So this took a long time to figure out, but pretty happy with the way it turned out. So that's pretty cool. Next thing is the blanking out here, bolt catch, bolt lock thing. So this goes like in here. Oop, come on, there we go. So you can see how that works. So there would be a rubber band that attaches from there and then to this right there. So this just moves up and down. So pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Oh, and you can see how it hinges like this. This is so when the magazine is in, like this. There we go. So this can't move forward now. It's not going to move forward because the magazine's in the way. But if there's no magazine in, this would be able to move like this. So this is for when the bolt goes over it. If the magazine's in the way, the bolt's going to get stuck behind it. If there's no magazine in, the bolt's just going to plow right through it. So this kind of simulates empty magazine, where if the magazine's in, the bolt's going to get stuck back. And if there's no magazine in it at all, the bolt's just going to go right back after you charge it. So another cool little feature there I figured I'd add. What else do we have? We have our ambidextrous mag release. So you push on this side like that, and then this side just pivots like that. So shout out to Christopher Hotman. He made a very similar mechanism, which it's pretty much the same thing. I just had to tweak it a little bit to work for my gun. So very, very cool mechanism. Shout out to him. I'll be putting a link to his channel right here. Go check out some of his guns. And yep, I believe that is everything. I'll just put everything back in here and show you how everything works together. Okay, there we go, guys. I put everything in, and you can see how mag release works. So that little stud in there just fits in. Oops, I broke it. Fits in that little space right there. So if I put the magazine in, why does it not want to work? There we go. Okay. I kind of just took it apart, so yeah, not working the best right now. But as you can see, the magazine's in, so you can't push that forward. And you can see when I pull it down, it goes even with the top of the magazine. So the bolt does actually ride on top of the magazine, just like this. Right on top, just like that. And you can see when I pull it back. Yeah, let me actually. I'll be right back. I'll actually attach the bolt in here and I'll show you how everything works. Okay guys, so you can see here I actually attached the bolt just up to here. So if I put the magazine in, boom. So you can see the bolt actually rides right on top of the magazine, just like so. Pretty cool. And if so you can see that pushes the bolt down. So if I pull this back, it's actually going to go up a little bit, right, there we go. So that it's actually going to get stuck behind it there. Hard to see that, there you go. So you can see that there, which is pretty cool. And then if I pull it down, just like that, the bolt's going to be free to shoot forward. So pretty cool, but where if the magazine is out, the bolt's going to move back just fine. Oops, I'm going to break in here. Pull the bolt back, and it's going to go up in front of it, but the bolt's going to shoot forward because this just kind of moves out of the way, which is pretty cool. And I believe the fire position's up, so you can see when the bolt's up, I can shoot, and actually it'd be, oops, there we go, it'd be more like that, there we go. So if I pull the trigger, it actually shoots forward and actually hits the back of the bolt. Not perfectly, like perfect world, it'd be really straight, but oh well, still works pretty well if you ask me. And if it goes forward and you pull the bolt back, it actually, oh, what's going on here? There we go, it actually resets the trigger. Oop, there we go. There we go, which is pretty cool. Took me a little while to get everything to work smoothly like that. It doesn't work the best when it's all exposed like this, but when it's all together it works really, really well. Trigger bar broke here, so pretty cool. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So I hope I covered everything. I hope. I don't know where this piece came from. Oh, yeah, right there. What else did I need? Ooh. So the whole cheek rest here is actually built upside down. Man, I got a lot of light in here. All right. So it's actually built upside down, which is pretty cool. I got this perfect angle here. You got these little spots here that aren't so pretty, but that's to be expected. I hope that's everything. Actually, I actually built a light for this flashlight that goes on the side rail. I didn't actually show it in the video or the teaser, but figured I'd show you guys now. Better late than never. And then we have our EOTech as well, which I just use these pieces here to so it mounts on the rail. Hope I'm not forgetting anything. I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay guys, so I'm just going to put the whole gun together for you guys, show you how quick and easy it is. You can actually look up the real one, how the real one fill strips, and you can see just how close this one is. I'm going to grab the upper receiver. Just pop the pin in there. You're going to lift this up and slide the bolt in. That comes down just like that, real nice and easy. Last pin. Then your barrel goes in. Then your handguard. Oops. Okay, then you got your last pin. Your stock. And your magazine. So that's it. Other than the sights, it's all there. Pull back your charging handle, hit your mag, bolt catch, and you're good to go. So, yeah, of course. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to visit my channel, check out some cool guns and some tutorials. I'd like to give a shout out to Fatal1116. I hope that's it. He inspired me to make this ACR after I saw his, so link to his right here. Again, link to Christopher Hotman's channel right here if you want to check out some of his guns. Thanks to him for some mechanisms. And I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I feel like I say this a lot because I always forget something. But like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, guys.